Hello, everybody, and welcome to
I and I. I'm James,
And I'm Iris.
and in today's video, we are going to be discussing the positives and the negatives of having children when you are young, and the benefits and the negatives of having children when you are older. Okay, so we have just Iris, the warrior woman, the Amazonian warrior woman. Once again, I've seen her in battle, and she did amazing in the operating theatre. And yeah,
Operating theater.
yeah, you have a child in the operating theatre, right?
Theater. Okay.
That's what they call it, operating theatre.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Wow, okay. Anyway, an amazing job, and she's back here with us. See that? That's the thunder. Came with
That
the
is
thunder.
God talking to us.
Came with the thunder. Iris,
Yes.
I'm going to be a little bit blunt.
Wow.
You didn't have children when you were young, did you?
No.
Okay, so would you mind explaining to us?
Well, actually, I did with
Anyway,
LaShawn.
do you mind? Okay, so we're going to get into this right now because I'd like her to explain the positives of having children in her 30s as opposed to some women having it in their teens or in their 20s. Before we get into it, I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, and click the bell notification. Thank you very much. It is free and it really helped this channel to grow. Thank you very much in advance. So, yeah, you had both your children in your 30s. You got pregnant in your
No.
you got pregnant in your 20s, but you had both your children in your 30s.
Yes.
There you go. So, explain why you waited so long. You know, is it a cultural thing here in Austria?
No, absolutely not. I didn't wait. I mean, I waited because I didn't find the partner who I could see myself having kids with. As you know, as modern as I am or can be, I'm also on the other side very traditional. Never lived with a man before. You're the first one. And I always said the person who I live with will be the person that I have kids with because living together with someone is so sacred to me.
It's a different vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, they see all of you.
Yeah.
My grandmother always used to say the person who you welcome into your house, whether if it's a partner or a friend, be careful because it's like representing your naked body. They see how you live, they see who you are. And you know, usually if if your apartment looks like a bomb just exploded inside, that's usually how your mind is working to and how your life is structured.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's one of the positives. We can say that's one positive, isn't it? When you're older, you're more mature, and you can have a better, more fulfilling relationship, not just with your significant other, but with your children too, because you understand the nuances of how to build a relationship when you're older as opposed to when you're younger.
Right.
Okay. Give us another positive of having children in your 30s. Experience is one thing, but also let's be honest, you lived your life. You enjoyed your life. You managed to enjoy your 20s with no children.
I think not everyone can say that. I think it's really important to use the years to travel, to live,
To experiment.
to experiment, exactly. And and I think then you gathered some experience, right? And you're calmer, you're way more centered. You've been through different jobs, maybe changed jobs. You met people, you experienced a lot of different relationships and friendships, and you've seen also other people maybe have kids at a younger stage, and you also with that know what you want and what you don't want, and especially what you want to implement when you become a mother.
Perfect. Well answered. So let's say two negatives. Oh, give me a couple of negatives of having children when you're older. I mean, there's the physicalities, I'm guessing. The physicalities, it's a lot more difficult to give natural childbirth the older you get. To have a natural childbirth, we didn't really have that problem. However, we did have some problems, which I'm guessing we're not going to go into today. But it was the older you get, your body naturally regresses, and it's going to be difficult for you. Not just for you, it's going to put more strain and pressure on the child as well. So that is, I would say, is one major negative of having children when you are older. Even in your 30, 33, 32, women are naturally born. I mean, they are ready to give birth at 16 years old. I'm not saying that 16-year-olds should have children. I'm saying they are ready. The physicalities of the body is there, ready to procreate. So probably at that time better than any other time in a female's life.
And you know what now that I'm thinking about a negative of having kids when you're older, it's like, yeah, you had your life, but at the same time, I made the experience that a lot of men and women, more men, go through this so-called midlife crisis around between the age of 28 and 35, where they are still unsure, torn between, do I want to settle down finally and have a family, or do I want to pursue my career and continue, right? I've made that experience, and I think that some women can have that too, especially because we are very prone to postpartum depression. So when that kicks in and you are 35 or 33, you might be just in the middle of your career, and now you made a cut because you're having a kid, and the hormonal change and everything. I think one negative could be that you're thinking, wow, when will I be free again in 18 years? How old will I be in 18 years? Oh, I will be 50 something. No, it's not. But
it is.
I think it's normal.
But now that you know that we're older,
It's so radical.
we can still have fun. We can still travel. You can do all the things that you wanted to do and still have a happy, fulfilling, fruitful life with your...
I'm not saying that. I'm talking specifically
I know.
about living your life as a woman, and then with your partner without the kids. And don't forget that women age way different than men.
Exactly.
So it's
And
very logical for us to experience that type of depression, because, I mean, you see men out there divorcing or cheating with 20 years younger women. You know how that makes us feel, So it's like, it's a lot of components, and this is why I don't like to... I like to keep an open mind and an open ear and eye for all of these possibilities. And I'm just saying that it's normal that we experience that, and these things need to be validated, need to be understood.
Okay, let's go into the positives and negatives of having children when you are younger. And I would say one huge positive, like what we said, it's easier to have the child. It's easier to actually have conception. There are a lot of women out there who have done their careers and they've said, okay, I'm great. I didn't get pregnant in my 20s, in my 30s. Now I'm 35. Now I'm going to have a family, and I've just met the man of my life. You're going to sit down. You're going to try and have a baby. And guess what? No. Exactly. And that's a horrible situation to be in. That's why I would say that, if the worst happens and you get pregnant, conceive a child when you are in 25, 26, have the child. That's a blessing, okay? There's no guarantee that you're going to be old enough to have children, that you're going to be able to conceive again. That is that is God's gift. Take it, because you may not ever have that opportunity again. So that's one positive. You have to say anything to say about that?
No, I was just listening.
Okay, sorry. Another positive of having children when you're younger is, of course, when you get to your mid-30s, early 40s, you're still young enough to know what being young was like, being 20, being 15 or whatever. You still have that in your mind, and so you're able to have a better relationship with your children and understand their needs a little bit better. Because you're still a good age. Yeah. I know. Do you have any other benefits of having children younger?
I think you are forced to mature pretty fast, and I think that you mature kind of like in double speed because you're forced to, step up as a mom and as a responsible person, but then at the same time you are learning so much from your toddler, from your growing up, and I think that really can shape and form you to the point where if you have a child at 20 or 22, when your kid is 18, you're not even 40, and you have this double experience, right?
Yeah,
So I think that
Yeah.
could be a nice thing.
it is. It is.
And you're still young to the point. Of course, another benefit of having children younger is that when they're 18, you're not even 40, and the activities that you can still do for such a long time. And then you're also, if they have children as well, you're not that old. You're still a young, semi-young grandmother.
Yeah. Not always a positive, but yeah, I totally understand. I think that maturity it's not all negative. Like we said, that experience really does give you some alternate power. So yeah, let's get into the negatives of having children when you're younger. Of course, we have like what we were saying, having children when you're younger, so you got a massive amount of responsibilities on somebody that doesn't really have that much experience of handling those types of responsibilities.
And just a feeling of your life is over now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. But that's the thing. That's just a feeling, right? I think a lot of people, as they grow old, if you have that family backing you, if you come from a culture where you have good family that are always there by your side, there to help you out, like Iris is, then you're not going to have that problem so much, okay? Because they're family, your children are family. They're not going to see them as something, that's just in the way, like you get here in Western cultures. They just stick them in kindergarten for 8 hours out of the day. Oh, that's good, they're gone. We don't have to think about it. And when they come back home, we just put them on the iPad. None of that. It doesn't work that way, okay? They are there to mold that child into the best person they can be. It doesn't always happen like that, but yeah, that's, I think, one big negative of having children when you were younger, is just not having the ability to having the experience to take care of that child purely by yourself.
I think another negative, or if we can say that it's a negative, could be that now you have the responsibility and you have to rethink your strategies. You have to rethink your job. If you're not earning that well, you need to step up. You need to find a better job, a better paying job. It's just a lot that comes, a big shift that comes at such a young age that could be seen as negative, because that could lead into overwhelming emotions, and that could also lead into depression.
Yeah, exactly.
And that could lead into you not being able to take care of your child.
Okay, so that's it, guys. There are positives and negatives to having children when you're older and when you're younger, but regardless, I still think that having children is not a given, okay? It is absolutely a blessing. We are happy that we have these two beautiful children that we can now take care of and enjoy our lives. They are going to make our lives better. They're not just going to be there that we have to take care of. They are children that we are going to be able to help grow and enjoy our lives, okay? They're going to be an added benefit to our lives. So really happy about that. That's how you need to see children. So guys, that's all I've got time for today. I'd like to thank you for watching.
And let us know in the comment section about your situation, or any ideas for the pros and the cons when it comes to having children younger or older.
Thank you for watching. Bye.